Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Got a new Cardfight Vanguard video for you guys today. And today we are looking again at Liael Amorta. So, if you guys were here for my stream yesterday, we ended up working on a few decks that we've messed around with before, but we haven't really spruced them up in a while, so we decided to do that. And one of the big ones we really wanted to do was Liael Amorta. As you guys know, Liael Amorta got a couple new cards. I personally don't like her new grade 1. But I really like her new grade 2. And of course, we had Gabwelius, which is indirect Liael support. And I wanted to see just how much of a change Gabwelius would be in the Liael deck. And boy, does it make her divine skill kind of crazy. But we'll talk about the deck real quick, talk about the card choices, and then we'll go jump into a game so you guys can see what this deck does. I hope you guys enjoy this type of video. Drop a like on the video if you do. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Let's jump in and get started. Our ride line doesn't change. This ride line is solid. Grade 1, when it's rode by the grade 2, let's use Soul Blast 1, draw 2 cards, discard a normal unit, which is fine because grade 2 sends as many normal units as you want back to deck. If you send at least 3, you get to draw a card. They get bottom deck, sorry. And then of course we got Liael Amorta. For anybody that doesn't remember what Liael does, when this unit attacks, Counter Blast 1, choose one of your rear guards, bind it, search your deck for up to 1 card with the same name as that card, call it to rear guard, shuffle the deck, and then if she's in your hand, or if you have another way to put her onto the Guardian Circle, when she's put on the Guardian Circle, you can discard a card, put 2 cards from your bind zone to the bottom of your deck, choose one of your units with faded 1 in its card name, and it cannot be hit until the end of that battle. Basically turns into a pseudo perfect guard. And then of course her divine skill. At the end of the battle, this unit attacked. If your opponent's at grade 3, choose a card from your drop zone with the same name as this unit, and you may ride it as stand. If you rode, it gets -1 drive. But you would be able to use her skill again because it's not once per turn. Now, Gabwelius, we're playing for Gabwelius because he's the main card we want to try out. And while I will say early game, you don't really want to do Gabwelius because, you know, he maxes out at 4 damage. But once you go into Gabwelius, it gets kind of nutty. So for Gabwelius real quick, when this unit is placed on rear guard, Soul Blast 1, the top card of your deck, put it to the top or bottom of your deck. If you put it to the bottom of your deck, it gets 5,000 power. When this unit attacks, if your damage zone has 4 or more cards until the end of that battle, this unit gets 5,000 power. That's with no cost. If this unit was placed on the rear guard by the ability of your Vanguard with faded 1 in its card name this turn, and no drive checks were performed from a battle your rear guard's attacked, Counter Blast 1, it gets 10,000 instead of 5,000, drive -1, and performs a drive check. So this thing makes Liael's divine skill turn insane. Insane. Besides the fact that it's a huge beat stick, because once you're at 4 damage, it's just a base, like you call it. If you use the Soul Blast skill and bomb deck the card, it's going to be a base 23. Even if you keep the card on top of the deck, which is good anyway, it's still 18 on a Persona ride turn. That's 28, and that's not counting any boost or anything else you put on it. And then you swap it. You get another copy. You get to Soul Blast and stack again. I think in one turn, I saw stack the deck 3 times. Because initially playing it, calling out the second copy, and then calling out a third copy after my divine skill. It was insanity. Biscotti, we don't really use energy that much, so it's nice to be able to just draw cards or stack the deck with her. This is our main beat stick. Idris, this is the card we want to use up until we get to 4 damage and go for the game with Gabwelius. During a turn, if you have the same number of same card with the same name as this card in your bind zone, gets 10k. When it gets bound, if you have Liael as a Vanguard, Soul Blast 1, draw a card, Vanguard gains 5k. Sorry, I ran through Biscotti without even saying what it does. If she's played on the Guardian Circle or discard from hand for you to ride from the ride deck, Counter Blast 1 or Energy Blast 3, draw a card. When she's placed on the rear guard, if you Persona Road, Counter Blast 1 or Energy Blast 3, look at the top 3 cards of the deck. Choose up to 1 from among them, put it on top of the deck, put the other 2 in the bottom. If it is not your battle phase, you can choose to call the card instead of stacking it. Alright, Sequence Wizard. This is the one I want to talk about because this one fixes some of the problems I had with Amorta in her first place. So Amorta's big problem in her first place was building a board state, which will kind of force you to play like the order package, which as you guys see isn't in this build because she doesn't really need it anymore. So what Sequence Wizard does, when this unit is placed on rear guard during your main phase, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Liael's card name, Counter Blast 1, look at the top 5 cards of the deck, choose up to 1 grade 3 or less unit card from among them, call it to rear guard, shuffle your deck. So it just lets you get a dude out. It's basically like her own version of Nobia, except Nobia was top 3, but you get what I'm saying. And then its other skill is when your other unit is bound by your Vanguard's ability until the end of till the end of that turn, this unit gets power plus 5,000, and you may soul charge one. It's a you may, but the soul charge is a big deal because we do use a lot of soul. Gabwelius uses a lot of soul. Our grade 2 uses a lot of soul. We're also playing two copies of her persona booster, which we'll talk about in a second. Got our 3 PGs. Selgeon is, the Keter staple. Originally, it wasn't as good in this version, like in Liael, because Liael didn't build the board as well. Now, it's kind of nice. When this unit boosts, if you have more regards than your opponent, if you played an order this turn, it gets 5,000 power, and then at the end of that battle, it's its cost, so it's a you may. Retire it, look at the top 2 cards of your deck, put one in the hand, put one in the bottom. It's also good. Selgeon's also kind of good because of this card. So this is Liael's persona booster. During the battle, this unit boosted. If you have a grade 3 greater Vanguard with Liael in its card name, plus 5,000 power. When this unit boosts, if a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Liael in its card name gets an additional 2,000 power, so you can Soul Blast one. Choose up to 1 card with the same name as any of your units from your drop, put it to the bottom of your deck, and then choose one of your units. It gets 5,000 power. Basically, if you have a dude on the board, you can Soul Blast one, send another copy of that dude to the deck, and give anybody 5k power. It doesn't have to be the card you sent back, which I used to think that's what it did. It's still not the greatest persona booster, but it's a great way to get your resources back so you can keep on comboing off. Gargeon is our counter charge. If your unit was placed by the ability of your Vanguard with a divine skill, this unit gets, at the end of the battle, this unit boosted. Retire it, counter charge 1, 5,000 power. We're playing 1 Radiance Caliburn because sometimes we need either the draw or the counter charge. You can swap that out for something like Bracing Angel Ladder if you need it, but again, you don't really need that. I like Radiance Caliburn. It's been doing me good. And then of course we have Elementary Assigned 2 to round out our PGs. Trigger lineup. The deck has a pretty solid plus engine, hence why we went with front triggers instead of draws. 8 crit, 4 heal, and we're playing red OT because we're going to call out a new rear guard on attack every time, or at least every time we can. So we're always going to have the stand rear guard to be able to get the extra attacks with. So I just thought it was a good idea. I don't think the Keter OT is great in this version. And the only other one that I would say is honestly maybe yellow, just because the deck's already going to get multi-attack, so being able to draw cards and or nuke your opponent's board is also kind of nice. So that's the deck. I hope you guys like the way the build looks, but let's jump into a game. All right, guys, we got a game and it looks like we're going first. Ooh. Let's mulligan all these triggers. Solid hand, solid hand. I like it, I like it. All right, we're gonna actually ditch. I don't know what to ditch here. I guess we'll ditch the counter charger. Because remember, we're gonna send a bunch of these normal units back to deck, but we don't. So if we hit we don't want to lose them because they're potential combo pieces, but we also don't want to. We also don't want to lose them all. I never understood Selgeon on turn 1 unless you're digging for a certain card for turn 2. It just Persona Red. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I guess we'll ditch Gabwelius for now. What do we ditch now? We'll ditch Selgeon. And now we get to Soul Blast 1. Draw 2. Ooh, Biscotti. I think now we'll ditch Gabwelius, as much as I want to keep him, but we won't see. He's not on until I'm at 4 damage anyway. And then we're going to go main phase. We're okay with him attacking our grade 2 now, and we'll call Selgeon. Battle phase. Swing 10k. All right. Ooh, another Amorta. And then we'll swing. And then scout. Pop off. Top 2. Hey, look. And drop. Bottom. We don't want to see too many of those grade 2s. Though maybe I should have grabbed it, since our opponent's probably going to... A smart opponent would swing into that card. But it also depends if our opponent's going for damage or not. Alright, so 3 different grades. They check top 5. Call Selgeon, and that's pretty nice. The only thing that sucks is we drew no defense. Oh, and they're playing the whole Teth Fault package. So they got a whole board. They're definitely rushing my Vanguard. Sucks because I have no defense. But we should get a trigger off the top because we've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 cards, no triggers. 11 cards, no triggers. We should get some triggers now. Oh, see, he was right. I was right. Smart player would attack that. Cool. Oh, wait, he still hits. That's great. And we got Energy Blast 3, draw a card. God damn it. Another Gabwelius. Now he's like stuck to my hand. All right. This time we're going to ditch Gabwelius to ride. Send all of our normal units to the bottom of the deck. And we get to draw a card. Hey, look, a trigger, finally. Now we're going to play Sequence Wizard. Oh, main phase. Sequence Wizard. Skill. Counterblast 1. Look at top 5. Call our grade 2. That's awesome. And then we'll get our Persona booster for our Vanguard, though we don't have anything to be able to send back just yet. It is still a powerful booster. Oh yeah, we can also play this to draw 2. Ooh, good top deck. I like that top deck. And it's live. I guess I should have played the order first, but I just didn't think about it. So we're gonna swing into Vanguard. He's probably gonna intercept here. No, he guarded from hand. Interesting. Skill, Counterblast, Bind, call another copy. Skill, it gets power plus 10k because I have another copy bound. I Soul Blast 1 to draw a card and give my Vanguard power plus 5. We drew all of our grade 3s. Twin Drive, first check, second check. Damn. Dude, where are my triggers? All right, now I'm going to swing at the rear guard. This has power plus 5k on it because we bound one. All right, and then skill. Top 2. I'll add Sequence Wizard and bottom deck the grade 2 because we don't want to see another copy of that right now. Like, dude, where are my triggers? This is crazy. We've been through so many cards and seen like no triggers. That means they have to have their counter charger already. Yep, there's a release. And then they're gonna Tethfall into another card. So they were guarded with no Barris just to get no Barris and drop. I should have thought of that. We have so many grade 3s. It's funny because we're doing an anime battle. It's Liael versus Amorta. So that's at my rear. Do I want to guard it? No, he's fine. We got Gabwelius. Vanguard to my Vanguard, huh? Oh, no guard here. That would happen. I ever tell y'all this game hates me? All right, at least we get to heal on one of them. And we sent a Gabwelius over there. Sequence Wizard, that's not smart. $43. So this puts me to 38. I would need more cards to guard. So we will unfortunately have to PG this. And we will discard, I guess, the trigger. It's the worst card in our hand right now. Our draft checks are about to be immaculate, though. We're probably going to do our divine skill turn just to put a load of pressure on. The fact that I'm still seeing rear is crazy. I have one more copy of the grade 2 in the deck, but we need the drive checks. We need the pressure. So we're gonna go main phase. We're gonna call sequence wizard. We need a back row. So look at top 5. Call a Selgaon. Deck shuffle. I'm gonna call Gabwelius and Selgaon. These guys are gonna have all the extra power. This thing's gonna have power plus this. What's in my drop? I can send Selgaon back to power something up when I swing with Amorta. Oh wait, who? I forgot to do Gabwelius' skill. Soul Blast 1, the top 1, leave it on top of the deck. Oh no, we want to put it on the bottom of the deck because we're going to send Gabwelius back anyway. So he gains power plus 5. Okay. Battle phase. We're going to swing 41 to Vanguard. Skill. Pop off. Look at top 2. Add the PG to hand. Bottom deck the sequence wizard. Then we're going to swing. Skill. Counterblast 1. Bind. Search. Call. Shuffle. Skill. Soul Blast 1. Look at the top 1. Leave it on top of the deck. Skill. Oh wait, we can't. We don't have a soul for that. So yeah, 38. PG, twin drive, front trigger. Grade 2. Now, do we do it again? If I had played the fucking dog like a smart person, I would do it again, but I didn't. So instead, I only had 3 damage. That sucks. Because I could get 2 more attacks added on top of the 2 I have, but I wouldn't be able to get the drive check on the rear guard too. So I think I'm better off just swinging and not using skill. It really sucks that they got a damage trigger too, on top of all the triggers they've been getting. That has another 5k on it. All right, skill. Retire. Top 2. I'm actually gonna grab the trigger and bottom deck the grade 2. Sucks. I wanted the extra Gabwelius in. Ooh, I could use one of the Amortas as a PG to get the Gabwelius back in deck. Oh, we might actually be able to cook here. Hold on. I have the counter charge, so if we take 1 damage, if we go into our divine skill turn with 3 damage, we can go full tilt, full ham. I just gotta not fuck it up. He went into beta. Beta is a good card. This is scary. How many crits do they have? 2, 3, 4. They're definitely gonna divine skill 2. Oh, maybe not, because they didn't divine skill before playing Biscotti. I would have did it. They didn't. I kind of want to keep him. I mean, I would have guarded these attacks anyway, so fuck it. They blew all their counter blasts, but then they got it, so they got to discard a card for Aerial. I'm cool with that. Now, if I want them to attack, because they're just going to swing into Gabwelius if I block this. In order for me to get them to attack me and leave Gabwelius alone, I would have to eat this Vanguard attack and pray they don't get a crit. So that's what I'm gonna do. Front trigger's fine. Critical trigger's not. Oh my god, we got a heal trigger. Never mind, we're good. Gabwelius and drop and yeah. Now they're going 58 face. Skill. We will discard a card from hand. Send 2 cards back to deck. Yeah, PG. Now they're deciding what to attack. Thankfully we have another PG. We actually don't need the counter charge now. I guess it's better to have it, since I have no macro yet. All right, so we're going to Persona Ride. I'm gonna call, and we're just gonna go to battle phase. Oh no, we're gonna Energy Blast to draw an additional card, which is cool. We got a booster. So now +5, +5, +2, and we're gonna go battle phase. 36. All right, we're going full send, baby. This is our chance to kill him. We've seen like no triggers all game. All right, so they guarded 43. Okay. Swing, skill, counterblast, bind, search deck, call, shuffle, skill, soul blast 1, peek the top card, leave it right on top. This gets power +5k, and this gets power +5k. Here we go. All right, there's a PG. Twin drive, first check, critical. Power here, crit here. Obviously. Second check, another critical. So power here, crit here. And then divine. Write another copy. And then we're gonna swing. Now they have to guard this. All right, and then we're gonna swing, skill, counterblast, bind, call, shuffle, skill, soul blast 1, peek the top card of the deck, put it to the bottom, gains power +5. 23, 1 drive check. And this gets another 5k. Because we bound another rear guard. Drive check. Nothing. Fuck. Swing. Skill. Counterblast. Power +10k. 1 drive. Says Carter's is looking kind of late now. This is what I was talking about. This is your full divine skill turn with extra Gabweliuses. You get to stack over and over again. You get to get the extra drive check. You get the power boost on the last swing, 43, so 1 to pass. All right, drive check. Nothing. Fuck off. And then I'm assuming they have a PG for this. 43. Nope, they just had to hard guard it. Damn. I thought we had it. And they kept a grade 3 for Persona. They had just enough cards to live. Damn. Oh, but they're hurting. They're hurting. Oh, they're doing divine skill. Ah. with 8 cards left. How many crits did they just send back? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my god. Surviving this turn is gonna be a miracle. And they've got the 5 attacks. Damn. Guard and intercept. We're gonna try. Guard. So they're calling 3. Damn, they kept one grade 3 and drew into another one. Like, that's crazy. And then these rows are humongous. And of course they're gonna get triggers. They all gain 5k too. Oh my god. Do I have any heals left? I still have my over trigger. There's 2 heals in the damage. 1 heal there. I have 1 heal in deck and 1 over trigger. So what we're gonna do is 33. Damn, that's a lot. 43. 63, so 2. Damn. They got it. Great game to my opponent. Unfortunately, guys, my opponent, I had no real defense in the early game. I kept too many normal units, not enough, and I didn't see enough cards for defense. Even on the dread damage triggers, it was just not great. But at least you got to see the offense of this deck. You got to see my full Gabwelius turn, and you saw he did just enough to survive. So it's just fuck. We almost had it. You got to see why Sequence Wizard is good. It helps you build a board. He kept going after my rear guards, but because I had Sequence Wizard, I kept on being able to call them back out. The only thing I maybe shouldn't have done was defended the Gabwelius on that 1 extra turn, because I wanted to use Gabwelius. But in reality, I should have let the Gabwelius done. I would have saved cards in hand. I still would have got the heal trigger, and I wouldn't have had to eat the crit. And I still had Idris to use on my following turn. So that's probably the only misplay I would say I made in that game. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys are messing with as far as Liael and Gabwelius and this deck as a whole. I think it's really, really fun. And this is probably one of the funnest times I've had with a Keter deck, especially Liael, since her initial support got announced. That is it for me, guys. If you want to check me out on social media, those links will be down below. If you guys want to see me play Vanguard live, I play every Tuesday. Times fluctuate a little bit because of my work schedule. So this Tuesday I will be working. So I should be playing around 2:30 to 3 o'clock the latest. I'll let you guys know as the week progresses and I see my schedule. I thank you guys for all your support, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.